Doing cool kickflip tricks. Hey, I was never good at this. Ooh.
C7 Viper.
Hello guys, welcome and happy birthday. Today, we're gonna open this box. It's not a mystery. Well, to you it is. This is some stuff I bought on the eBay. It's actually some pretty sweet custom pistols. And we're gonna get into them right now with this little baby skateboard that my nephew Layden left at my house. It's mine, Layden. You can't have it back. It's mine now. You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna see this. Sorry. Pew! But before I skate on to a win from eBay, you guys gotta click that subscribe button, please, pretty please. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, why? What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Also, comment below if you're new here. I just like to see the new faces. All right, this thing is taped up pretty good, so I'm hoping this skateboard can grind through it. Time to get into this box with a little toy skateboard. It's not too bad. Packaged very well though. Although last time I said that, it wasn't. Yes, we're through. We made it. We're through. Skateboard complete. He's never getting that back. All right, I see inside the box, another box. And I did know that it was coming in a case. And now, the moment has arrived. We're going to open this custom Hi-Capa Airsoft collection. I've never done this before. I'm pretty excited. I don't know what to expect. Oh, the light, it's so blinding. Just kidding. They must be under here. Yes, we've got some Kappas for all you speedy boys out there.
And gals.
Speedy people. I can't imagine anyone using something like this in a mil sim, but ooh, it's wiggly. Why is this a wig? Uh-oh. Oh no, that's not right. That shouldn't be like this. Okay, so slide catch is broken? I don't know. And the grip looks worn. So we're gonna set that aside. We got this one. That one's not bad. At least it's there. It's a little scratched up. This one's cool. That must be a short stroke. I've heard those words before. Okay. Then we got a third one. All right, we're missing a screw on the back. That's not good. But most importantly, I just realized we're missing all the mags. That wasn't mentioned. That wasn't mentioned. We're supposed to how can I test? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I know the case. The case is nice. You can put pistols in it. But for these three, there are Tokyo Marui. I know that. They've got upgrades, but I don't know anything about them. And since I don't know what I'm looking at, I'm gonna have to call in an expert. Just call me Pawn Stars because I'm gonna have you wait for my guy. So browse, and we'll be right back. Just kidding. He's here. Here he is. This is ODB. He does custom Kappas and stuff, right?
Kinda.
And he has a channel on here where he does stuff just like this, but better. And I guess I called you because I need your expert opinion. So, do you want to start with the first one and just break them on down for me? Let me know what I purchased and if it was worth it. What's the deal here?
So, I mean, looking at this slide, I've never actually seen this type of Limcat slide before. Usually you would price this at something like $120. So
Sweet.
the slide alone. No front sight, so definitely got it from a Speedy Boy, I'm guessing.
It's all right, I don't use sights either.
And I don't think the mag release is Tokyo Marui. Neither are the beaver tail or the safeties.
I just assumed it would all be stock.
No, this is definitely not all stock. I really like the colorway on the build. I think silver purple with black accents really, really works. I do like the sights. There's a lot of Airsoft Masterpiece stuff on here, so I could tell whoever built it spent a pretty penny. I see a Pink Moon nozzle on the internals, aftermarket BBU, and Maple Leaf hop-up. Not a bad build.
So what would you rate this build out of 10?
Because of what's out there as far as aftermarket parts for Hi-Capas, something like this, I would give it a solid 6 to 7.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
All right, that's the ODB official rating. Okay, then we can move on. Do you want to check out the middle one? That one was my favorite because it was rainbow.
First impressions, the rainbow obviously I think stands out really well. Don't think I've ever encountered this grip before. Definitely can get behind it. A lot of rainbow.
Yeah.
Just like looking at everything with it. The sight is missing one. I don't know if that bothers anybody else, but
no, I didn't even notice that. Dang it.
You can always replace it. Trigger's nice, and it matches like the style of the magwell, how there's like cutouts and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing the frame, you can tell that this was stock 5.1 when it started because they had to actually add the attachment rail. But then when you turn it over, you can see that that is from a stock gold match because of the elongated wing.
I didn't know that.
On a standard gold match, there's like a ring around the piece that goes through the hop up just to stabilize it, and it's not there. So that is kind of what's making it a little rough to take off the slide catch. 1 to 10?
Yeah, with all the problems.
I would go with like a 6 or 7 again.
Again, okay. We'll just say 7 for the first two. 7, that's a good one.
7's
It's not
solid.
bad. Solid 7.
Give this one a 6 only because...
All right, so we're doing 6. This one's the ODB rating of a 6. That's super awkward. All right, we've got one more. This one's mostly stock. So check out the 4.3.
Looking at the internals when I racked the slide back, it is mostly stock on the inside.
Okay.
It originally was a stock 4.3. I believe the trigger is aftermarket. I want to say cow. This slide reminds me of my friend Scotto because he actually has the same one. It's a two-tone limcat. And then I believe that on the inside, I don't know what brand it is, but definitely aftermarket with the threads. The hammer.
Oh, the hammer's seen better days.
Yeah, he was definitely beating this thing into the ground.
And then I saw a screw missing in the back.
Screw missing in the back.
Yeah.
As well as on top.
Yeah, I didn't notice that one either. No!
And I just touched this and it's moving side to side.
Oh, front sight? Who needs it? I don't aim.
Looking at a few things that are wrong with this, you could tell that the hammer has been beat up pretty bad. It's quite possible that there was a hammer pad that was there because the screw is missing and it could be what caused the damage there. And then there's also a screw missing on the top, so there's kind of nothing holding that blowback unit in place.
That's not good. So this won't function?
It will function, but there will come a time where it just might crap out.
Oh, so if we get one screw, is it going to be okay?
1 screw is good, 2 screws is better.
All right, we'll probably have to get both screws then.
There's only 3 aftermarket parts on this. Not a bad build. It could definitely look like a starter build, so I would give it a solid 5.
5. Okay. So, out of the 3, we have a 7, a 6, and a 5 in descending order. But without mags, these aren't functional anyway, and nowhere in the listing did it say they'd be missing mags or have any defect whatsoever. So I feel slightly ripped off. If these were yours, what would you think they're worth?
And the box.
And the box!
Right off the bat, I mean, you're kind of at like a $400 price range just because of the slides. With all the aftermarket parts, I would give it like 900.
Are you including the box?
It's a nice box.
It is pretty nice. It's a Pelican. Pelican Vault. I know what it's worth. Do you want to guess?
$60.
I think it's 90. This one's $90. So, you said $960 for the lot. What we ended up paying was just over $800. So I think we did okay. Not bad, but they could be better because they don't currently function. Without mags, what's the point? And buying mags is going to be expensive. But I already did it. Now we gotta put mags in them. These are the Tokyo Marui Chrome mags. All right, let's just see if they fit. I wanna make sure they stay in. It's kind of sus that he didn't put mags in them. As long as they, all right, they feel good, they feel solid. With the mags, they look like they should. They look better. What's that, like $100 in mags? So that detracts from the value. So that's not good. And now we gotta fix the things that are wrong. And we just so happen to have a couple parts that we're gonna put on right now. Here we have a prototype Unisoft slide catch for this gun that doesn't even have one. Well, has half of one. You wanna do the honors?
Of course. More rainbow.
So this one's not even out yet. We're putting a limited piece on here. It actually looks really cool.
That's beautiful.
It's the piece that was missing. It's like when things come together and makes you feel like everything is right in the world. Well, we definitely don't need this piece. Or I'll find it later and open a box with it. So that's that. We've got the slide catch, and that was really the only major issue with this one, except you pointed out the rear sight, which I didn't notice at first, but I'm sure we can fix that. But in all, this is a beautiful build.
I think the addition of that rainbow piece brings it to a 7.
Okay, so that brings us to the 4.3, which is the other one that has the issues. I believe the first Limcat was okay. I didn't see anything. This one just needs at least 1 screw into the blowback. So we've got an AIP hammer pad, and I'm gonna give you the honors. We do have a little Allen key here. I checked to make sure it fits. Cut to when it's done. All right, so what'd you do?
What we did was, in order to kind of keep the blowback unit in place, was install a hammer pad with an elongated screw.
so it should never be used without the screws to keep it in place.
Definitely never should be used without it, especially not the top one, so I wouldn't suggest using this just yet.
All right, we're not going to test it then. We're going to get a screw to replace that one. I don't have one handy, but we'll find the right one and put it in. So you heard it here first, kids. Always leave the screws in your airsoft gun to use it, because the manufacturer put them there for a reason. They're not willy-nilly screws, everyone. So there's some of you out there that don't know what all the fuss is about Hi-Capas, and I happen to have a stock one right here. This is what they should look like when you get them, and then as you saw, this is what they did to it. Whoever this was, this is what you did to this, which is actually pretty nice. But this is a stock Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa. It's really, that's all it does. And then this one is what they can look like, all decked out. This was actually a pistol we won in a breast cancer awareness raffle at Full Auto Airsoft at the swap meet that we hosted. I dumped a whole bunch of money in because, you know, charity. And ended up walking away with this awesome build. Can you tell me anything about this?
Yeah, no, this is beautiful.
No.
This is beautiful.
This build? No.
I mean, no, it's just a beautiful build. The Alpha Slide alone is one of the lightest you'll see on the market. I think that's really cool, especially with metal slides. But everything on this, you can tell it's been decked out as much as you can without going too crazy. Only thing that I see stock are like the safeties and the mag release and the slide catch. But other than that, this looks really nice.
And not everything has to be upgraded. You can leave a few things stock. Don't feel like you have to go nuts with these, because sometimes the stock stuff, it looks just as good. You don't have to go crazy. It doesn't have to be gaudy. I think this is a clean build. What would you rate this one?
Being that pink is very close to my heart, I would give this 9 to a 10, 100%.
Oh, right. Almost a perfect score. Let's call it a 9.5 for the ODB score rating. So that was a little bit of a lesson on Hi-Capas for you from me and ODB Airsoft. He is on YouTube. Check him out. He has a really cool channel. Do you do anything other than Hi-Capas?
Pretty much anything Speedsoft I try to be involved in.
And what's your team? Do you want to shout out your team?
Yeah, shout out to the boys Insomnia Airsoft. Love you guys.
Hey, I have their patch. Zoom in on patch. It's behind him.
Shout out to Sippy. He watches.
Yeah, what's up, Sippy? He gave me a slide for a Hi-Capa when we were at the swap meet. All right, everybody, I gotta go play with all my new toys, and I got some friends over, so we're gonna have some fun. We already had a little bit, see? And since you've made it all the way to the end of this video, Alexis isn't asking the question. Darren's gonna ask the question. Darren, do you have a question for the folks to comment their answers below and prove that they've made it all the way till the end?
My question to you folks at home is, how do you like your steak? Because I have a certain thing that I think about people that like it all the way rare, and I have a certain thing about people that like it all the way well done. So let me know what you guys think.
It's a really good question for a first timer. And I would say I go medium because my anxiety doesn't let me say anything other than medium.
In addition to that, does steak sauce belong on steak?
Yes. Well, if it's an expensive one, no, because I'll get yelled at the restaurant.
Yeah, but if you're at Applebee's, you gotta put A1.
Yeah, you gotta drench that. You gotta drench that. All right, guys, that is it for us. Make sure you comment down below. Which one of these Hi-Capas would you prefer? Which would you run? Are you a minimalist, or do you like it all decked out? Don't forget to find us on all the socials. I've got some, he's got some. I'll put them in the description for both of us. All right, everybody, we got the foam from the Pelican. I'm gonna boop you in your face, and I'll see you next week. I don't remember what I usually say at the end.